Yo, what's up? It's the Purple Yeti. He's back with his ridiculous moniker on the Purple Yeti Roar. So I am back this week. I'm better than ever. Not as sick as I was, but almost fully recovered. Um, some of you may have been wondering, hey, what is this ridiculous moniker thingy? I mean, Purple Yeti. I mean, are we ever gonna find out just really who the hell this guy is or lady? Yeah, that's right. Today I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I am actually Sarah Phillips. That's right. I'm trying to bamboozle everybody out of viewership on the World Wide Web and clicking likes and buying all the stuff I'm not advertising on my web blogger thingy. So, yeah, that's me, talking about gambling and scamming my way to the third rate journalism plateau, and I've made it. So I'm coming clean. I'm done extorting other websites. I am actually Sarah Phillips, and I feel better. Although the fake beard paste is not. I'm so glad that's gonna go. I'm so glad that's gonna go away. I'm also gonna really enjoy the Muppet hand action I have going on right now. Are these my hands or are these somebody else's? It always looks like these are the ones that are moving. I can even do the comment below. If you have anything that you want to talk about, maybe even like want to talk on gambling on some lines, let me know. Comment down below. And the Purple Yeti, aka Sarah Phillips, will reply on back. Which actually, the Purple Yeti would be a great Muppet name. Surprised they haven't done it yet. Okay, Gonzo is kind of blue, kind of purpley. It's kind of the same issue you have when you watch Kansas State on television. Depending on the TV, it could be a hue of blue or straight up nasty ass purple. Who knows? So anyway, we're at my Texas State champs. Feeling good. Tea Party Express blew through Austin. It was the Pecan Festival yesterday. I got 3 new bottles of hot sauce from Tears of Joy downtown in the old 6th Street district. I'm feeling some after effects of it. My belly's still a little bit on fire because I overdid it, so I'm going to drink a little bit here. And roll on to, I guess, the news of the week, which, if you haven't caught wind, that Sarah Phillips thing was pretty crazy. But I'm not going to go into it because it personally relates to me. So, what else happened? I thought that the Mountain West and Conference USA would get back together and form the Voltron Conference that we would all grow to love and let rule our daily lives. Well, it's not going to happen now. What we're looking at is the WAC going kablooey. We look at the Mountain West scrambling for relevance, and Conference USA adding about 5 other teams. So instead of maybe having this cool robot anime sequence for their opening sporting segments, Conference USA now just has a bunch of schools like Texas State and UNC Charlotte, all that. So, congratulations to Conference USA. You win by getting bigger. You don't win by sharing the pot with other people. Wow, which is what I'm saying in Texas. Ironic, isn't it? So, congratulations to Conference USA. And, well, it was nice knowing you, the WAC. But ever since that slang came out saying that WAC was bad, you knew the WAC was going to be whack, and it got whacked on out. So, and the Mountain West. Yeah, I don't really care about you guys anyway, so, whatever. I mean, maybe for K-State, would have cared a couple years ago. was a good landing spot. Boise State, etc., etc. Things change. Lyman Armageddon. See you later. Anyway, speaking of Kansas State, I'm going to go ahead and gloat a little bit. I guess that's why I'm rubbing the shirt. Kansas State is the most profitable athletic program in Division One collegiate athletics. That's right. Not only do we not blow a lot of money, but we take a lot of money in. Does that mean we're cheap? I don't know. Is Bill Snyder cheap? Maybe he's just really efficient. He's the kind of guy that has those plastic coin purses within his wallet just so he knows where to reach to grab that extra nickel for the bubble gum and hand it to his brood, like Sean or others. So, I don't know. Point is, because they're so profitable, they're expanding, they're building the stadium larger. They might actually have two main drags in downtown Manhattan. I know, it's crazy talk. But it's happening, and congratulations to those guys in the Little Apple. Let's switch up our view a little bit wider, and say congratulations to Bowlesley. I'm gonna call him Dennis because I don't know of any other name beside Bowlesley. I mean, really, it just stopped me right there. So the Stanford athletic director, Stanford guy, smart guy, by way of Iowa, okay, average guy, is now your new Big 12 commissioner. What does this mean? Instant reaction? Not much. I guess if anything, he should have phone numbers to all the other presidents and athletic directors that were trying to raid the Big 12 a couple years ago. So maybe he'd be able to stop that if that comes up again. As for expansion himself, I'm sure it's going to be looked into, especially with the BCS playoffs blowing up. There's a lot of talk about Notre Dame being forced to join a conference. I don't think really they need to do. There's enough money now in athletics. They can fly anywhere in the country and play anybody, which they do anyway. As long as NBC is willing to foot the bill for their football, I think Notre Dame is going to be independent. But if they had to join a conference, Big 12 would be number one on the list. Why do you ask, Sarah Phillips? I will tell you. The Big 12 is a little bit more flexible in terms of having your own network. You see it with the Longhorn Network. Although around here you only see it on a couple cable carriers, and I think you got to turn the rabbit ears the right way. But enough on that. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish are independent, and really they want their own independent football network. We can do that here in the Big 12. Can't do that in the Big 10. And I don't think you could do it. Well, you can kind of do it in Florida, or in the SEC, because Florida has their own channel. I don't think they show. I think they show maybe one game. I don't think they show any games. But they show the replay the next morning as the highest rated television program on their sports network. So good job to you guys. Pac-12, no, Larry Scott's all up in that. That's all tied together. So, Big 12 is the only place that allows for that, and I know Notre Dame is going to be really interested in that. And seriously, if Notre Dame is forced to move, then they're not going to go home to the Big Ten. If anything, they're going to give the big FU to the Big Ten for what they did to Notre Dame way back in the early 1900s. Yeah, that's right. I'm a little historical on him. Read my series last year on realignment. No, 2 years ago on realignment. Read up on that. Get some knowledge on it, and you'll get a little bit of history of why Michigan should really be the number one rival to Notre Dame, nobody else, especially for hot-headed head coaches who can't stand losing and don't know how to react to that. So, anyway, That's why I think Notre Dame coming to the Big 12 if they're forced to. Lots of moving parts. It's okay. It's awesome because we're gonna have playoffs. I hate it, but it's gonna happen, and it might be the silver lining for at least this purple Yeti named Sarah Phillips. Oh, any other news that were really that exciting? I mean, this BCS playoff talk. I mean, we had Kansas State and Conference USA, a lot of stuff like that. Nothing really else. I mean, Kansas didn't get the waiver that they wanted for the Justin McKay guy, who was going to help turn the team around, and Charlie Weiss was pissed off about it. So, good for that vigor for that guy. So that's that. The Cotton Bowl is going to stick around through 2020 for the old Red River Shootout. Yeah, so that's good. At least it's not in the Jesus Dome, owned by Jerry Jones, because I have a feeling the Cotton Bowl, as in the bowl, will have a bigger stage once this playoff picture goes around. As a matter of fact, well, it should. Maybe not in a couple years, but it will eventually. There's just no way. I've already talked about it. Anyway, Rose Bowl is going to bend over, but things can happen. What else? Oh yeah. So I guess a recruit decommitted from Ohio State because he had a registered sex offender take a picture with him on a recruiting hit trip, and then tweet him. No, as in Twitter, and then tried to contact him and stuff, and it creeped him enough to where he's like, I'm not coming to Ohio State. Now, that is the most interesting recruiting strategy I've seen from any school. I'm talking about Kentucky. Now, it could be that the guy is just from Kentucky and that's how they do things in Kentucky. Don't quote me on that. But it's definitely interesting that this happened right now, right after spring practices, right before the lull in the break where you see a lot more police blotter action than anything else. Well, fortunately for this kid, there won't be the kind of police blotter action that could happen. I'm not saying it will, but it could happen. Seed of doubt. That's my Sarah Phillips strategy right there into play. So, that's about all I got this week. Next week, stuff's going to happen. I'm sure they'll eventually announce something about how college football will change for the best. And I'm sure I will be there covering it, either under my awesome moniker or my genderically correct female moniker, Sarah Phillips. Till then, do this again and comment. Do this again and subscribe. And I will see y'all later.